little bit about the issue for the open source community.
Okay.
Well, I'm using a workflow grunt express wrapper called Lineman.js to create an Angular JS application. And I'm also using Angular UI router. And I'm having some problems with a module not being recognized error that I wasn't able to figure out what was causing that.
So I looked at the link that you had provided in the ticket, and I also looked at the open source code, and I noticed that the code I was seeing on the sort of live version wasn't quite the same, and it looked like you were maybe messing with it, like commenting stuff out.
Oh.
So first, let me try to find again. Need to get my windows back open. Okay. Okay, so on Find Cheap Vacations. Okay, your error was module main is not available.
Yeah.
So I noticed, okay, in your includes in your head, you're not actually including the main.js. It's in the. You're only including app.js, so you're not including any of the other stuff that app.js is, I guess, calling out to need.
Well, it's the way that lineman works is.
Is it concatenating all those into the same JS file?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know, like if you look in the generated folder, I don't know if you had a chance to like build or run the application locally.
I tried to clone the repository last night, and it didn't go. Like I didn't have permissions.
You want to do a screen share, and we can walk through my local code. All right. Hold on a second. All right, I'll try not to have the tonal effect here while I share my desktop. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me see if I can enlarge it a bit.
Yeah, I can make it larger. Wait a second. Oh, maybe I can't. Hold on. Yeah, let me just change the
I
display.
can actually see it fine.
Oh, really? I mean, I could bump it up a little bit more if you want me to. Let's see if this one is that better or?
Yeah, actually, it's not using my full screen to display your screen. I'm not sure why that is. Your screen is scaled. I think it's because I've got this bar down here with pictures.
I think there's a way to. Oops. Sorry. Now you're probably going to get the. Oh. All right. I thought you would get the whole like tunnel effect with your. That's odd. So you're not able to get make my screen full screen?
No, but that's okay. I can see it fine. And actually, the resolution you were at before, I could see it fine then too.
Oh, okay. All right. So basically, the way lineman works is by default. Here, actually, it's probably easier if I. Well, let me do it in the terminal here. It's a grunt wrapper. So what that means is you have these configuration files, and instead of having like this huge grunt file, you You could just sort of add what your source files are, your application files, your vendor files.
Okay.
But by default, let me show you, let me just bring up the lineman source, because just so you can see the what sort of the default files that it's concatenating are, because you just wind up extending those. So in the lineman config here, basically it takes all the JavaScript files in the app.js folder as the source, as well as any JS files you put in the vendor.js folder. And it also does that. I think there's CoffeeScript in here. Yeah. So it does the same thing with CoffeeScript. So what it does is all of these files get concatenated into first the generated folder, and the CoffeeScript files are concatenated here. So you can see, here's all the There's all the CoffeeScript. And then, like, if you look at the map, you can see all the files that are, okay, whoops, that are concatenated into the one app.js file that you see in, like, the index page. So it includes that concatenated CoffeeScript, compiled CoffeeScript file, as well as all these JavaScript, from the vendor folder and the Bower files.
Right.
So then when you look at the index page here, it's, again, this is like a concatenated CSS file from all the less files that are defined in the configuration, and then this is the JavaScript one. So that's why you're not seeing.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. I actually do this on my own projects.
Okay.
I don't use Blender, I use something else.
Okay.
I'm
sorry. Go ahead.
So if you're not getting, basically, if the error you're getting right now is that it can't find the main module, what I'd probably do first is to check in my concatenated and compiled JavaScript whether I'm getting that module defined somewhere. I was just sort of poking around in the one you've got, and it's all sort of it's not just concatenated files; it's kind of compressed. So
well, that's because the when it's actually published on the hosting server, I'm using the dist folder, which has it all.
Right.
It's all concatenated and uglified and all that stuff.
So can you just verify in your compiled file that module main is being called?
All right. Well, let me go to generated. First, let me. I'm sorry. Just this is kind of screwy, so I'm just gonna remove these lines. I was trying to make the live reload script only show up during the development workflow, but I screwed that up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just build this again real quick. And that's gonna remove the folders there, and then I'm just gonna do lineman run will create it, for like development mode here.
Okay.
So if I look in the sources here, if I go to this, it's not uglified; it's concatenated, and you can see all the different files in here. And if I go all the way down to the bottom, well, there's my template files here, because it also adds that to the main file here. And I got a couple of templates here. Let's keep going. All right, so here's the
Is main home. Is there just a main?
here's the main,
Right there.
and then here's the main with the
Right.
config,
Okay.
and then here's the one of the controllers.
Mm-hmm.
Here's travel app. It's dependency on main and
Oh,
main home.
oh, oh, I think I see then. You have to, I think, I'm not absolutely sure about this, but I think as far as modules go, you
Mhm.
have to define the module that's included before the module that's including it. I know with
Oh,
other injection that the order doesn't matter, but I think with modules it does.
oh,
So you might just have to move that down below all the main definitions, or at least that one,
okay.
below main home.
All right, let me see if that works. Uh, I think I'll have to do that. Um, I'll have to do that here. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing here. Oh yeah, it's this one here.
Right, so I guess just put your app stuff after the vendor stuff, possibly.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see, that's that, and then let's make this like this. Okay, let me check out the order here. Alright, so I guess the first
It might
thing.
matter in that other file you had. Um, app was above vendor in that one too.
What?
File where you the other file you were just editing. I think it was the lineman config or
Oh, that. I don't.
yeah
I'm
that.
not editing.
Oh, okay, that's just the doc. Never mind.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright, let me do this here. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is, I guess, main home. Oh, I probably have to put this in the coffee config. And that is up here. Let me get back here. And that should be up here. And let's see, and then I guess the next one needs to be the main. Okay. And then I guess then I will do the app. Whoops. And then now I guess I'll do the controllers and the services. And slash controllers. And And then services. And let me do the home one. Controllers. And let's see, I think I've got everything in there. So that should be that. All right. Let me see if that works. All right. All right, I got other errors, but that's stuff I can fix. But yeah, I got rid of the. Yeah, this is just junk.
Right.
But yeah, well, you solved the problem. That's awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was quick.
I'm not sure how it goes with this service. If that's all you need, I wonder if you can just, if they'll prorate it, or you can just save time for another time or something. I guess we can ask them.
Well, I don't know. This happened before once. I could get with Jonathan and see what he wants to do, or you know, I'm not sure how you guys get paid. I mean, I don't want you to.
No, they just pay me through PayPal. So from my perspective, it doesn't matter if you want to, however you want to do it. What I don't want is you to be charged for a whole hour for 20 minutes. Right?
Um. Okay. Well, I will let uh, Jonathan know that we just sort of. I'll say just round it off to a half an hour, and then I know once he said that when that happened with another person, um, that I'd pay for the full hour, and then if I wanted to have that person work with me for like the remainder of the time um, on something, then I could sort of have that.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's fine. Either way they want to do it.
okay. Well, I'll talk to Jonathan then.
Okay.
All right. Well,
If
thanks
you
so
want
much.
to get in touch with me outside of this for brief questions or anything like that, my username is Natural Ethic on GitHub.
Let me see. Do you mind just typing that into the Hangout chat?
Sure.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, and I'll contact you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.